what's good? It's your boy, Paulus Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? This is your first time tuning in. Go ahead, hit doggone subscribe button, hit notification bell. Every time I post some new content. For those of y'all that celebrated yesterday, I love that for you, even though y'all really don't know what the fuck y'all celebrate, right? And it's just for the simple fact, that y'all don't know what y'all celebrating. That's why you can't keep your so-called New Year's resolution no longer than 2 weeks after the so-called New Year didn't happen. Because think about it for a minute, right? This is the dead of winter, and you gonna start anew? Don't make a lot of sense, people. So hey, I would go into further than that, but I mean that's just if you're educated, right? And speaking of which, right? Old doctor, so-called doctor, right? Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. I ain't do it. Wait, I'm about to fuck up, y'all. Wait a minute. Let's do this. Okay. Now we cooking with grease. So another case, right? So Dr. Sarah and Bryant, right? You know, and I've said this. I truly, honestly believe that this was a rebound interview, if you will, because considering where she had went previous, you know, especially when she was on Paul Pierce to her brand new asshole, right? But I mean, but you know, so just like I said, you got to recover, right? And then you really got to put all your ducks in a row, I guess, right? So she go on Shannon Sharp show, right? And then for the most part, right, you know, Shannon Sharp eating that shit up, right? So, but another case, she said educated women, are freaky. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna let the clip play and then we'll talk about it.
I read a study say the more educated the woman is, the freakier she is.
Facts.
I read that.
Facts.
I read that.
See, right there, right? You know, he talking about he read it. Hold on, my bad. I said we're gonna let it. I said I'm gonna let it play all the way through. Hold on.
The facts.
Let's do it again.
I read a study.
Now, honestly, this could be looked at one of two ways, right? You know what? Fuck it. Let me, and then I'll say it.
Say the more educated the woman is, the freakier she is.
Facts.
I read that.
Facts.
I read that in Cosmo.
The facts.
Shout
out to Cosmo. Shout out to Cosmo.
Yeah,
cheers, Cosmo. Yeah.
For real? Mm-hmm. How many degrees you say you got?
6.
Oh my goodness.
6.
Jeez.
A man who said,
okay. So I already talked about the mom, the motherfucker. How about, okay, well, you don't like black women, then you got mother issues, right? I already talked about that one, right? You know, so in other case, people, let's actually really stop and look at this for what the fuck it truly is, you know. Okay, $64,000 question. Who the fuck told you? Who said that you was motherfucking educated? I mean, listen. It doesn't take, play this. It doesn't take a high school diploma or a college degree to learn how to suck dick, gobble some nuts, right? Take it doggy style, right? On your back, or take it doggy style outside. I'm just like, where you going with this? So so for the most part, right? I don't know if it was a setup by but if it was, man, right? I mean, because again, you don't need no damn high school diploma to either suck dick or eat pussy or eat ass or whatever the fuck that you into. You don't need that. And then, what's so bad about it, right? Motherfucker said, he said, how many degrees you got? He said 6. So, put like this, people. Let's do the goddamn math, right? Considering that it's called a degree, right? In whatever subject that you're studying in, right? And they always talking, you got to come full circle. Full circle this, full circle that, full circle the other, right? So let's do the math, right? So you got 300 and so you 359 degrees short in the subjects that you got a degree in. So let's just see how smart you really are. See there? Right there? Right? Hopefully y'all can see that, right? But that's how many degrees short you are, right? You are 2,154 degrees short in all of the subjects that you claim that you got degrees in. But it's just like what I said, right? What? So you mean to tell me that it's a degree that motherfuckers can get in the sucking dick or eating pussy, eating ass, whatever the fuck that you into, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't want no dumb motherfucker neither, right? But my sweet ain't dumb. Far from it, right? And so, so as far as like this whole education thing goes, if you paid attention to what the hell how I started this show off, right? You already know that the education system is fucked up. So you freaky, but you old fucked up freak. Okay? Let's just say it for what it is. You're a freak, but you fucked up. Cause you too busy listening what the fuck somebody else done told you in a book. Right? And then again, like I say, regardless of subject, I could care less. I could care less of what we're talking about here. Right? So, got that out the way. So, we're going to talk about this pop the balloon here. I actually I tried to find one, right, that not necessarily clown the contestants, whether you be male or female, but I look at all of this stuff here, right? Out of all of the episodes that either that I've done by myself or with my wife, right? The content is always the same, right? But like to a certain degree, you could be like, "Nah, motherfucker, you shouldn't came out with that." Oh, right, you fucked up, right? And then you could be like, okay, what you got is fucked up, right? But I'm pretty sure you got more shit in the closet, right? And then, hey, it is what it is. So I titled this, hey, learn how to wear your hat. You know, but then again, and just know before too long, I am gonna talk about the panel as soon as I actually really get a real good shot of what's going on, right? So let's just sit back, relax, and let's let this shit run.
Let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy.
Oh, well, hold on. Damn. Let's bring it back.
Hello, welcome in.
Yeah, you gotta fuck with that.
What? I don't know.
Yeah,
What is it? What is
Kevin Gates looking motherfucker. So now here's a good shot of all the women. So let's go ahead. Let's pop her balloon. Pop her balloon. Yeah, these three right here. Maybe these four right here, right? It's just like, yeah, I see. Old boy that was on that ghetto pop the balloon. He need to be here, right? Because I'm pretty sure.
Hello, welcome in.
So in that case, right, you know, I'm pretty sure that he would have popped all they balloons and just kept the one that he really wanted, right? He like, look, hey, guess what? I ain't trying to waste y'all's time. I already know what the fuck I want in the woman. Because this shit here, the fuck is this? And what the fuck is this? And what the fuck is this? Right? So let's go. Now, what in the entire fuck is going on right here? Y'all. This motherfucker look like he just got off. He looked like that he was out on the farm. Right? He applied to come on the show. Right? And he out there baling hay or whatever, right? And it daddy or whatever called him, say, "Hey, look, they calling for you. You got to show up like in 30 minutes." Okay, Paul, and then motherfucker put this shit on, right? So hold on. Let's see if anybody pop.
How you doing?
Let's go ahead and start with your name.
Usman.
And Usman, how old are you?
I'm 30.
30. What do you do?
I'm a deputy director of an organization.
Okay. So what are some things you like to do for fun?
I enjoy hanging around with family, friends, and traveling. And on the side, it's really thinking about my health. And I do a lot of workout videos and just really, enjoying time outdoors as well.
Okay. And now, what are some things you look for?
Now, you know what? Unless you look a hell of a lot better up under that shirt, you might actually really want to go work out some more. That pepper. Now, here's the panel again, right? So we're gonna pop her balloon, right? Yeah, go on. Yeah, honestly, just go on and pop. This go on and pop because she look like she could be like just a little aggressive, right? She might turn you over and try to eat your ass, you know. And then this one here, right? I think she kind of, I don't know. I can't read her like right off right now, right? This one here, yeah, she old dominatrix, right? This one right here, you know, freak Monday through Saturday, want to go to church on Sunday, right? This one right here, I don't know. She probably could be like pretty good, but I'm just looking at some fact. You're showing too much. You're showing too much right here. You're showing too much right here. You're showing too much right here. Right here and right here. Right? This one here, you just done for apparently no fucking reason. This is just crazy uncle talking. Right? So hey, let's make it run. Let's make it run.
A woman.
I mean, someone that's down to earth, that's someone that's really family oriented as well, and someone that likes to travel and like to experience really different cultures. Because I'm originally from Africa, and making sure someone that understands that culture as well,
Okay.
and someone that's
We're about in Africa, dog. Don't look. Don't sit up here and try to put that bullshit off. I mean, I know you got an accent. I know you not from here, but don't sit up and say, "Oh, I'm from Africa." Oh, where about? That's just as almost as me saying that almost as me going on a pop the balloon that's not here in the United States. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm from the United States." No shit, motherfucker. Where about? Right? So again, this what the fuck I be talking about right here. Be specific in what it is that you want your lady friend or your man friend, right, to know anything and everything about you, right? Because what's the name of the show? Pop the balloon to find love, right? No, you ain't do none of that. And as far as like wearing a hat goes, hold on. I'm gonna show you motherfuckers how to wear a hat. Especially a hat of that nature. Right? This right here, people. Y'all see this right here? See, this is how you wear a motherfucking hat. This right here. If you go wear a hat like that, right? I mean, because look at me. Look at me and then look at that motherfucker there, right? Who the fuck, put like this, who the hell you think who you finna date? Him or me, right? This motherfucker said he got workout videos. Again, I can't tell, right? I'm in better shape than he is, right? And I ain't got that damn video, right? I don't need it. I mean, and 9 times out of 10, he probably don't know what the fuck he doing on the goddamn video, right? So, but again, I know what I said, right? I said that I'm not here to clown nobody, which I'm not. But I don't know, sometimes, let's just call it constructive criticism for this. And then watch, a lot of y'all go be like, ooh, you hating on old boy. No, it ain't not that I'm hating on old boy, but my whole deal is I could be classified as a silver fox, right? And at one point, my wife, she's like, well, baby, you should join the Silver Fox Club. I'm like, what the fuck for? I've already been captured, right? And to be perfectly honest with you people, I enjoy my captivity. All right, so I had to take it off, But it's again, come on, y'all. I mean, if you gonna wear something, motherfucker. Learn how put like this, because what he doing right here, see that's how you wear them baseball caps. I told you, look, dog, you should have never worked the farm that day, or whatever the fuck that you was working on. Let's make it run.
And relax and just really peace of mind as well. And one thing I always say,
okay, now he said he want peace of mind. That's good, because regardless how a person is dressed, the one thing that they want is a peace of mind. They want to come home to a peaceful house. You want to come home, your lady or your lady friend or your wife, there, food on the stove, you go shower, You go shit, shower, shaved, and by the time you come back, sit down at the dinner table, your shit ready, right? That's what you want, but I get it, like with times being like how they are now, right? Usually both the husband and the wife are out working, unless you the crazy uncle. I'm retired, right? I ain't gotta do this shit no more, right? Y'all go out there, y'all do that shit. So, but in our case, right, that's what you want. So for the most part, right, you still gotta actually really be able to, make that shit happen, right? So, and if you got kids, oh well, lock them up in the closet, right, and right fast, or give them some melatonin. Do what you do. Do what you gotta do to motherfucking dig in them guts, or either gobble nuts and suck dick.
It's really about just about emotional intelligence, and I don't say it as cliche. Just really
Now,
understand.
see, again, I hate to be stopping like this. This so-called emotional intelligence. Let me tell you something, people. Ain't nothing emotional about intelligence, right? Y'all want to, so again, motherfucker, sheep of people. You done heard somebody else say it, now you want to say it because what? Because you think it sounds good, right? Ain't nothing emotional about it, intelligence, right? So stop trying to, stop trying to combine the two, right? Because like right now, y'all be like, oh, emotional intelligence. Nah, motherfucker, I'm just talking loud. Okay? That ain't got shit to do with my intelligence. I'm just saying it. I'm saying it loud because I really want you to hear what the fuck it is that I'm actually really trying to tell you at that particular time. But again, emotional intelligence. No such animal, people. Stop using that shit. I mean, because what is it? Because what the fuck you feel is whatever the fuck you feel, okay, this is right, this is wrong. Right? And so, okay, that's exactly what the fuck it is. Whatever the, but then again, you gotta look at, okay, well, how the next person feel? Whether they to the left or to the right. Just because this is how you feel, everybody else don't think the same damn way, right? So there's the intelligence, there's the intelligent part right there. Intelligence, you want to call it intelligence or intelligent, whatever the hell you want to call it. It has no emotion. True intelligence doesn't have emotion. It's just like, hey, there it is. Now, however you as an individual or individuals, right, is how you react to that piece of intelligence that you just witnessed, right? Then that's your own thing, right? Put like this. It's almost like saying, hey, guess what? Laura live across the street. But why the fuck am I going way the fuck down there, turn the corner, just to go across the street? And then once you figure that out, right, you're like, damn, I could have walked across the street the whole time? That's not emotional intelligence. That's just you being a dumbass. Okay? Let's go.
Understanding how to connect with someone,
Got it. Okay, and you said Africa, which country?
Senegal, of course.
Okay. And what are some of your deal breakers?
Smokers.
Okay, nobody didn't pop no balloon already, which, okay, at least at this, I'm gonna put my goddamn hat back on, since he got his on. And then it just was a fact. Crazy Uncle like how he looked with his, I like how I look when I have my hat on. So, hey, I'm gonna finish this up with I'm gonna finish the rest of this episode with my hat on. So hey, so let's go. But you know, at this point, ain't nobody pop their balloon. And so they probably thinking, you know, put it like this. I know eventually they probably will pop, but the thing about it though is this. At least for right now, you know, even regardless of how they dress, right? They are actually like really giving this man benefit of the doubt. So let's make it run.
Let's say smokers. Someone
There it
attitude
is.
all the
Let's go.
time, but that's it. I'm really a simple dude.
All right. So we did get a pop down there. Let's go on over there, see why
Perfect.
she ended up popping.
There you walk lap man.
Okay, let's start with your name and age.
I'm Chi-Chi, 32.
Okay. Chi-Chi, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I am Mrs. 420.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, she look like she smoked. She smoked, right? You know, and then whatever happens, you know, after she done had a few, right? You know, I mean, if she digging you right, then you know, hey, look, Cheyenne Bryant, she educated. I bet you she ain't got no damn degrees, right? But I know
I can't even skip around it.
she know how to motherfucking suck dick, and she know how to suck dick and ride the dick and gobble balls and ain't got damn degree. But even if she do, guess what? They ain't got shit to do with it. All right.
You can't surpass it. I don't like smelling like it, but that's definitely a part of my decompression, my
Well, put it like this, there. Put it like this. You don't like smelling it. What you smoking? Why you smoking? Right? Go get you some gummies. Get you some gummies, right? Call it a motherfucking day.
mental health, all that. So I'm Mrs. 420. Somebody doesn't like me smoking, they can go. Yeah.
I mean, I understand. I mean, 420. I live in Colorado, so
Yeah, I live in
Okay,
LA.
now, see this right here. This is what the crazy uncle be talking about right here, right? Make your intentions known, right? You said you don't like smokers, right? But then, and then she popped her balloon, right? Now you actually you done got where you down there. You done got a real good look at her now. And so basically what you say, ooh, she is, look like this. She's nice looking and she's also extremely fuckable, right? She might let you take it outside or whatever. But you fuck that up, dog. That's what fuck I'm talking about, right? Out there barreling hay, you know, right? You missed out, right? So let's see what happens.
perfect. I can understand weed, but just not as a pothead, you know. But cigarettes,
Describe a pothead.
someone that needs it
Ooh.
every day.
Oh, see, there it is. Right here. I like her, right? Because she was like, okay, well, describe what a pothead is, right? And then again, you know, I already know, in a sense, I already know what the fuck he gonna say. So basically, what's happening right here, I think that she really digs old boy. But watch him fuck it up, though.
Hey, that
Yeah, you could categorize it that. I'm Mrs. 420
Okay,
every
perfect.
day, all day, every day, in the gym, all that. Yeah.
So is she someone that's physically
Oh, you fucked it up. Fucked it up, dog. You let one get away. As to get her balloon back. I mean, because I'm looking, I think she really digging, right? Like, no bullshit.
your type? I know obviously with the whole 420 thing, but apart from
listen,
that.
she's attractive, beautiful. Somebody I would approach for sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's head on back. Okay, So we still do have quite a few balloons left unpopped. So I'm going to hand you a pick. I'll have you hold on to that.
Beautiful woman of.
Yes, they are beautiful, beautiful ladies. But unfortunately, we do have to pop 2 balloons.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's start with the
Alright,
first one you
like,
popped. Let's have your
okay,
name and
hold on
age.
now. First and foremost, right? Let's act like really get something clear, right? He popped balloons. Well, put it like this. He popped one that I actually really said, yeah, need to go and pop. But you need to go ahead and pop these 3 right here, right? They don't know how to motherfucking dress, especially these 2 right here, right? I'm not trying to look at your titty and I'm just not knowing you, right? At least let me imagine what the titty look like before you actually really start showing each other.
My name is Taylor. I'm 27.
Okay. And Taylor, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I liked everything you said. The smoker thing was a little but I'm not everyday, so that's fine.
So again, like dog, you right now, see this why this why you motherfuckers stay single. And I'm sorry I said motherfucker, but my whole deal is see this is why y'all stay single because the whole deal is right. People smoke. People, it's almost like what Smokey said in the very first Friday, right? Said, weed is from the earth. God put this here for me and you. You gotta take advantage, man. Take advantage. You work on the farm, dog. You should know this, right? So, again, she smoked, you could have smoked, dog. You could have got the booty, right? I mean, because, well, hers look jiggly than the other. I mean, don't get wrong. They pretty. They pretty. But they not as pretty as my sweet. So hey, let's not. And then what the fuck is going on right here? What's happening right here, right? That a fever blister or you forgot to well, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Fine. But yeah, like you're attractive. I liked everything else you said, so decided why not.
Okay. So why do we end up popping hers?
She's beautiful. I love that blue outfit and everything.
See?
I just had to pop 2, and this was it's hard, but yeah.
Oh, you know what? You know, in a sense, honestly, like I said, right? You know, confusion, right? You don't know what the fuck you want, right? And it's quite obvious he ain't got enough gift to the gab about himself, right? To actually really be like, hey, guess what? I got a high fence in the backyard, right? Can't nobody see us. You know, I'm just saying, if that's what the fuck he into, right? But I'm just saying, dog, okay, all right.
Thank you. Let's go over here. Your name and age.
I'm Ken. I'm 27.
All right. And Ken, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
He's handsome. Yeah, I like your skin complexion.
Thank you.
All right. And now why do we end up picking her?
Beautiful. I love the style and everything. Class, but just looking at the other lineup, and I just see something else as well. So.
I respect it.
All right. Thank you.
And you know what? And then another thing too, right? A lot of these women here, right? To a certain point, right? They very respectful. You know, they're not combative like how some women are, right? You know, but honestly, she do remind me of old girl off of Lean on Me, right? Come on. Mr. Clark don't believe in you, because you don't know how to take care of your responsibility, right? And then she was on a couple of episodes. I forget what her name is, but y'all know who the hell I'm talking about, right? Now, a lot of y'all might sit up here and be like, okay, all right, crazy uncle, you reach. Right? But then again, at the same time, for those, listen, when I'm reaching, the crazy uncle will tell you, I'm reaching. I'm not reaching on this one here, right? Because, like, hey, it is what it is. This is my goddamn show. I can say whatever the fuck I want on my goddamn show. So, hey, it is what it is. Let's continue.
Okay. So let's go ahead and ask these remaining ladies a question, whatever question you have for them.
All right, all right. My question is, what is your passion? What do you enjoy doing when you wake up in the morning? What just brings you that peace and that happiness in your life? So,
Okay. Let's start over here first with your
Okay. Outstanding question. Outstanding question. What actually really makes you go out and get it each and every day? So let's see what happens. Let's hear the responses.
name and age.
I'm Caroline and I'm 32.
Okay. And Caroline, if you want to go ahead and answer his question.
My biggest passion, I would say,
She look like her daddy. Whoever her daddy is, you know, that's who she look like. Not to say it's a bad thing, right? But she look like her daddy. Plain and simple.
I have to think about that.
Yeah, you know what? Pop balloon. Take you goddamn long, right? Because here's the deal, right? Again, consider how long this show been on, right? It's kind of like it's fast paced, right? So you gotta actually really be like, you gotta be ready for anything that actually come your way, you know. And that go for the fellas too. It's like y'all sit up here, y'all come on here, and y'all think that y'all this, that, the third, and all that kind of shit. And then when the motherfucker asks you what 2 + 2 is, then you, that what the hell happened to you? Go on, pop a balloon, right? And I actually already gave your ass motherfucker benefit of the doubt.
Good question.
It could be anything. Like, it doesn't have to be
Anything,
too
just-
big. Like, just anything that gets you going, like you said.
I love to work out. So, I mean, just waking up, just knowing that I'm going to work out, making sure that I'm healthy, fit. Yeah, that just keeps me going, just knowing that I'm going to work out. So, yeah.
Don't worry, girl. You did good. All right. Your name and age and answer to his question.
I'm Alicia and I'm 28. And I would say my passion is my future self. So I'm not totally where I want to be. I'm still in school. I'm still working. But I think.
Okay. In a sense, I mean, right the fact I haven't finished the rest of it, right? You know, but again, this is a motherfucking. It could be a rehearsed answer, right? But the thing about it though, and then, you know, again, you know, it could be just for the simple fact, hey, look, I'm 52 years old. Okay, I know how this shit go, right? You know, and so when you come on a show like this, everybody in their 20s and their 30s, you know, whatever, it's a huge time, it's a huge age difference or whatever. But the whole deal is, right, you know, considering how old these folk are, right, you should have, you should already know what the fuck drives you. You put like this. This is a competitive world, regardless of country that you're in. Right? So knowing that, matter of fact, you had all of your life to actually really know, hey, look, this shit is competitive. Right? It's what the hell I used to tell my son, right? I said, look, let me tell you something. You're gonna need like, and you're gonna need that education outside of the public school. Yeah, go get your high school diploma, right? But I will say this: I never told my son to go to college, never did, right? But I did tell him, hey, look, get into something that, for the most part, people are always gonna need, regardless of what the hell else is going on. People gonna need to eat. People want to get their hair cut. So if you put like this, so if you can get into that, right, then guess what? You will always be in there like that there. So for them to actually really come out here, especially this one, right, to be like, bitch, you don't know what the fuck you want to do? You don't know what motivates you. Going to the gym is one thing, right? But guess what? Unless they start paying for people, fuck this, regardless of gym, regardless of what gym you go to, regardless of city, regardless of state, right? Well, like this, if you get paid by the hour and how many reps you do, and if it covers the whole body, right? They were like, okay, motherfucker, we gonna pay you for how long you stay in here, how many reps you do, this, that, and the third, right? Then guess what? Crazy uncle. Put like this. I'll be the richest motherfucker ever. I'm just putting that, and y'all can look at me like, ooh, when you don't look, I see his there. You ain't gotta be real big to be strong, right? Ask Bruce Lee. Right? He was the smallest, strongest motherfucker ever. Right? Whether he actually really did it or whether that shit was special effects. In either case, some of that shit he did, you actually really knew that he did. So, but my whole deal is, you want to go to the gym, fine. Got it. So that's all the fuck you worry about. Going to the gym. So what the fuck did you do? What is your job? See, you fucked that off. And if he popped your balloon, guess what? That's why he popped it.
About the bigger picture, and I'm like, I want a lovely life. That's my everyday. I'm like, I gotta work hard so I can ball later. Absolutely.
All right, let's go over here. Your name.
So again, so basically, she did what she's trying to do is pretty much the same thing that for the most part that I did when I was in my 20s. Again, y'all already know. 21-year Army veteran, right? This is what the fuck I did. But it's just for the fact that I've been knowing that I was going to do this ever since I was motherfucking 5 years old. Maybe 6 or maybe 7. But in either case, it was at a young age. I already knew what the fuck I actually really wanted out of life because of who the fuck my parents are. Right? So I already knew what the hell I wanted to do at an early age. Now, I got the fact, put like this, sometimes it don't work like that. Sometimes you got to wait on that shit. Right? And then sometimes you got to be like, okay, look, I'm tired of waiting. I'm just going to pick shit. Right? And then if it's good for me, guess what? I'm going to stick with it. So she going to work. So the thing about though is this. If she ain't got no kids, she going to be good. She's going to be a good one. She's going to be a good one, right? She going to go out there. She going to go get her own bag. She going to get her own bag, right? And then when she ready, then she going to go out there and get it. But then again, right, baby girl, do not listen to motherfucking any of them goddamn cameo, what his name, Kevin Samuel videos and all that kind of shit. Go out there, get your man, because you beautiful. You very beautiful, right? So, hey, look, go get your shit. Go get it.
Name and age and the answer to this question.
I'm Daisha and I'm 29. And what really motivates me, I would say, is just like being 1% better every single day. God, just working. I'm very money motivated. So being just better as a
August 15th, 1971. That's all I'm saying on that one.
person.
Awesome.
Okay. Name and age and the answer to this question.
My name is Micah. I'm 30 years old. And I would say what I'm most passionate about right now, I am a program counselor for a graduation retention program. And so I really think my
honestly, now, grant the fact, you do what you do, whatever that's gonna motherfucker pay the bills, right? But at the same time, don't sit up here and make this shit if you pick up garbage, you pick up garbage. Don't call yourself a maintenance engineer when all what the fuck you are is a trash man, right? Not to say that, and so basically, really, you don't do shit. Just go ahead and say you're a career counselor, right? And so for the most part, right, you act like really giving people advice on how you see them, which for the most part, that's extremely dangerous. Now, if I'm hearing it right, then yeah, that's what it is. If I'm hearing it wrong, then okay, look, y'all come back, y'all holler at the crazy on.
biggest passion at this moment is being a direct support for our youth, working in a predominantly Black high school, being a representation.
I sincerely hope that you don't carry your ass to that high school with young teenagers, hormones all over the place. I sincerely hope you don't go to that school dressed like that. Because if you do, guess what? Chances are you got bent over.
Somebody that my students can come to for direct support. That is my passion right now.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Your name and age and the answer to his question.
My name is Kenyani. I'm 27. I tend to get emotional sometimes when I talk about.
Now, honestly, like, okay, again, this is just me talking. Right? But her voice is annoying, right? You can't be like, I'm not saying that you can't be serious. She could be like really nice, right? But how you sounding right now? No, really ain't trying to hear it, right? Because you sound like one of the motherfuckers that talk when you ain't supposed to talk. Especially when your ass is bent over. I'm just, no! Come on now, y'all. Don't look. I mean, put it like this. At 52, yeah. I try to get it when I get it. Right? Sex is a beautiful thing, people. Especially when it's somebody when you can do it with somebody that you actually really truly honestly care for. Right? I get it. This shit here is the potential. But no, we're gonna have to put a muzzle on your mouth.
About my passion, so it may come. But definitely just personal growth and being a support and seeing my friends grow. That is one thing that I'm very passionate about. Also, even though I mentioned that I'm in an external consultant, I long-term am pursuing clinical psych. So serving the populations, like building a Black family structure and serving veterans as a former veteran myself and ensuring that they have proper mental health care.
Okay, thank you for your service. How long were you in? But again, I'm trying to be as open-minded as possible. But I'm just like, and not to say that she's bullshitting, but it's just like, no, I'm not, it ain't, honestly, it really ain't what I'm feeling. But now, to be fair, right? Or at least I'm gonna try to be fair. The wife that I'm with right now, right? I could be like, you know what? It wouldn't have mattered. Shit like this don't matter. Right? I mean, because when we were kids, right? And then matter of fact, I think if I can actually really get her to do this tonight, before we actually really start doing anything else, right? I actually really want to do a show as far as like, okay, as far as like, well, how did me and Sweet Sweet get together? And it started when we was kids, right? I think, and so for the most part, you can be like, okay, love at first sight. Yeah, that shit is that's an actual thing. It really is, right? You know what I mean? But when you're kids, you don't know no damn better. But it's just for the simple fact that here it is. What we did as kids. And then we got separate. And then Yahweh brought us back together. That's love at first sight, people. And then because we had we both were married previously, right? And it was good at one point. But then the shit fell off. It fell off. Right? Not to be like we fought. We're not putting the blame on. I'm not putting the blame on Rochelle. She's not putting the blame on Marcus. At least I don't think she is. But my whole deal is, right? Be careful who you infiltrate, right? Because sometimes they should have come back. It actually would have come back and backfire on your ass. So, I'm probably talking a little bit more than what the fuck I should, but the whole thing is, if you can't think quickly, then 9 times out of 10 you're gonna give a bullshit ass response. It's and especially when you really don't know you don't know what the fuck you want. You don't know how to ask a question. Whether you male or female, right? You don't know what the fuck you want. And so you shooting this shit off the fly, which for the most part, right? Depending on the type of individual you are, right? You can be like, okay, I know this motherfucker, he bullshitting or she bullshitting, but I like how this motherfucker think. Like quick, fast, and the motherfucker heard. Which, hey, guess what? Ain't nobody doing that here, right? Because the thing about though is this. What is that one thing that motivates you more than any damn thing else? And what the fuck are they saying? They talk about their damn job. Okay, we get that. Right? But what is it? What is that one thing that really puts you over the top? Hold on, where's my mouse? This one right here, she did it in a sense, right? But everybody else is like, okay, you giving job careers. All right, okay, this is what the fuck you do. But what is it that really motivates your ass? And it could be something simple, right? But then again, here's the deal, right? Motherfuckers be like, ooh, I don't want no freak. I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want the other. But at the same time, though, you gotta be like, what motivates me? How about you motivate me considering how the rest of this show go? I like your goddamn energy. I see potential in you. Ain't nobody finna say that shit.
Coming. Yeah. But no, like it's just like, I see so much going on within these communities, and I've experienced things being a part of these communities that, they don't have proper mental health care, and that's pretty much what's destroying these communities. So, long term, like that's what's really moving me and motivating me, and I won't rest until.
And then again, okay, all right, I get that. So basically what she's talking right now, right? You talking about, and then again, farmer boy, part of cloudy, right? That's why you can't grow no crops right today, right? But my whole deal is, right? Okay, that's your job. You know what I mean? See, you don't know how to answer a question, right? And I'm not, for the most part, I ain't gonna bullshit. I probably would have actually really came at it the same way. But then again, I know better. I know better about myself. I was like, look, I ain't fucked up about your work, right? Work is gonna be work, right? But what is it about me? Or what is it about him, right? That's gonna wanna motivate me to be a better person. Because again, what's the name of the show, right? Pop the balloon to find love. Bitch, I ain't really trying to hear what the fuck you do on the job. Yeah, it could. Bleed over. It was like, ooh, you know what, baby? I love how you look after other folk. Look after other folk. Look after other folk. How the hell you gonna look after me? Right? Because again, that's your job. From 9 to 5 to 8 to 4 or 7 to 3, 6 to 2, whatever the fuck the case may be, right? Well, what am I doing? What am I doing to motivate you? Or what are you doing to motivate me? Okay, hold on, y'all.
Till I can create that platform to reduce that risk.
Hey.
They took my medicine back because that woman told me she couldn't find our house.
Yeah, because she an ignorant bitch.
I said, don't nobody else have problems finding our house.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to get my medicine, but she probably ain't even took it back to Walmart.
Probably ain't.
I'm gonna call the pharmacy now. Oh, that's them now. I'll call you back.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Behaviors in these communities. So, yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go over here. Your name and age and the answer to his question.
My name is Lunica. I'm 27. And what drives me every morning is that if I have breath in my lungs and I still have purpose to fulfill, I believe my life, I'm supposed to influence people. So I'm also a content creator. I do Christian fitness, encouraging posts and stuff like that. So I feel like my testimony is going to.
Okay. Christian fitness. Pop a balloon. Because you fall in that category. Jesus the Christ, which is a bullshit name, right? He never he never taught Christianity. So for you to say Christian fitness, yeah, you're a dumb motherfucker. Pop your balloon.
Reach multiple people, and I still have people that will also influence me. So I feel like that's what drives me.
Awesome. Thank you. Great answers too.
Let's head back. And obviously, we got to throw it back to you.
But, and again, right, I get it. You young, right? But the thing about it, though, the way that I'm talking now, I've been talking this way ever since I was in my teens. Like no bullshit, people. It's for me, right? I saw it, or I could see it, right? And once I see it, I may not regret the fact that I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you that I don't ever miss, because I do miss, right? But eventually I hit the target, and then once I hit the target, I moved on. That's how I actually really look at my first marriage. I mean, as young as I was, you feel like, okay, this is what the fuck you want, hey, she's beautiful, blah, 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 whatever. You think that, okay, she can actually really take you there. Or we can take each other there. Or what this song, take me through there, take me through there. And I'm just like, no, because that bitch, she ain't ready to be took through there. To be perfectly honest, right? She ain't met the crazy uncle. But, in not the case. What I'm saying is this, right? You can, and for the motherfucker, and I get it. He doing what he doing. And then I know a lot of y'all gonna say, okay, well, look, you 20 years older than he is. But what I'm telling y'all is like I was talking this way when I was his goddamn age. Anybody that know me, anybody that has served with me, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. Y'all knew how I talked back then. And I'm talking the exact same goddamn way now. This motherfucker don't want no goddamn pussy. He trying to go bail some hay.
You got to answer your own question.
I mean, if you check my phone right now, the front screen, it says daily motivational affirmations for me. And I read it every day. I wake up and I look at the mirror and I tell myself that, and I believe in that as well. It's really just being able to be in the community, impact change as well. And the work I do, it's really my passion and what I love to do. And just working in different communities and organizations and making sure their voices are lifted as well. So
okay, all right. So you heard from these beautiful ladies.
I was paying attention, and again, I kind of wasn't, because taste the beverage got me. But it's basically, hold on, let's just do this. Take none of this motherfucker. Right? So.
It's time to pop 2 balloons.
2 balloons.
I'm supposed to influence people.
It's really my passion, and I tell myself that, and I believe in that. I mean, if you check my phone right now, the front screen, it says daily motivational affirmations for me. And I read it every day. I wake up and I look at the mirror and I tell myself that, and I believe in that as well. It's really just being able to be in the community, impact change as well. And the work I do, it's really my passion and what I love to do. And just working in different communities and organizations and making sure their voices are lifted as well. So
okay. So for the most part, right, he he pretty much said the exact same thing they said, right? You know, to actually really have that drug, right? The drug that, okay, you really enjoy your job, right? Then, okay, you go out and you do your job, right? But now that I actually stop and think about it, right? He talking about what the fuck he do as an employee, just like they did, right? So again, what's the name of the show? Pop the balloon or find love, right? Really ain't too fucked up about what acts like. Put it like this. I'm not gonna sit up here and say that, which I was. You know, I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, okay, well, I don't care what motivates you as a job. Something that actually really brings the bills, right? I need to know, okay, look, what is it about me? Would I be male or female, right? What is it about me, right? That what can you do that actually really motivate me? And then, or to actually really get to the ultimate goal. Would he be male or female, right? What is the ultimate goal? What am I actually really trying to accomplish with you, right? Yes, the job is there, right? But if you can't separate work from home, right, then you don't need to be with nobody. To be perfectly honest with you. So again, yeah, a lot of it could be like, all right, this is what I do. This is what motivates me. So I can take what I do for my job to actually motivate what the fuck that I'm finna do for my lady friend or for my man. No, that ain't how that shit work. Right? Learn to separate. Learn to motherfucking separate, right? You know, because she goes to the gym, right? You know, and you know, and I get it, right? Well, what you going to the gym for? Who you trying to impress? And so, for the most part, anything what you do, right? Anything that you get from that is nothing more than an extra added bonus. Because a lot of motherfuckers, they ain't fucked up about your money. They ain't fucked up about what you do. I mean, to a certain extent. To a certain extent. Right? But at the same time, right, you know what, put it like this. You got a dick, you can bend me over. Guess what? Because eventually that's what it's gonna come down to. Plain and simple, right? You can be a garbage man, right? But guess what? If I bend your ass over, guess what? You'd have forgot that I'm a garbage man. Or you be like, yeah, I'm finna take this green dumpster, right? And I'm finna empty in this big ass hole, right? So again, whatever the case may be, right? You know, be like, okay, what really motivates you? What really motivates you? And then a lot of motherfuckers be like, okay, well, everything that you said is all about work, all about that money. No, the fuck it ain't. No, the fuck it ain't, right? Go ask the homeless motherfuckers. I'm homeless, you homeless. Guess what? My dick hard, your pussy wet. Let's fuck. See how that shit go? So so again, you gotta really actively stop and think about what is it that really motivates you to actually get up and do what you do, right? In a sense, she said it or she said it. I forget which one, right? But it's just for the simple fact. Guess what? Yahweh woke your ass up. That's all the motherfucking motivation you need. Now go do good about it. Let's go.
All right, so you heard from these beautiful ladies. It is time to pop 2 balloons.
2 balloons.
2 balloons.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. She's like, let me move it away. All right, let's start over here. So why'd you have your balloon unpops for him?
I really liked his style, the way he looks. I really like everything that he said. I could tell he's a very passionate person, and I can just tell that he's like serious about his life. He can, I don't know, I just feel like he's giving like leader. Yeah, somebody that good leader. Yeah.
Okay. And why did we end up popping hers?
Beautiful, wonderful dress as well. Oh, I see everything, the style, everything done and everything. I just resonated with different questions already that I wanted to. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
That makes sense. And then over here, why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
You seem like a focused man. You seem like you know what you want. You seem like you are driven, and I like that about you.
And why did we end up popping her balloon?
I would have to say the money part. You know, you mentioned money. I love money too. Trust me. I love money. I love getting up every day making money as well. I just felt like that's not what I want to hear right now, and especially resonating some of the stories right now. So again.
Mentioned God as well. Money makes the world go round. So.
It does. I mean, money goes.
No, the fucking don't. No, the fucking don't. No, the fucking don't. All right. Now I'm gonna sit up here and be like, okay, that's why he popped her balloon. And then again, it could be, right? But no. Look at you. Look at you. I really.
Makes the world go around, but it's not should be something that it could be your passion, like I said, but it's just not something
that should make you driven.
But then again, you know, it's like, okay, he like money, but in a sense, right? You know, and I hope I'm not jumping the gun on this, but you know, I'm listening to him, and then basically, what I'm catching is like, okay, look, that's your job. That's your job. You got that established already. That's your job. Right? He talking, or this is just the crazy uncle talking, right? Look, what motivates you to suck my balls or suck my dick? Right? That's what he's saying. He old farmer boy, right? But hey, I'm again, it's just me talking, right? And I'm talking like mad shit. But it's, hey, y'all know what the fuck I'm trying to go with this.
Huh?
Is that something that should make you driven?
I mean, for me, like passion, money could make you driven. A lot of people, money. I go for money, but that's not what I was looking for in this space right now.
Yeah,
especially when I'm thinking about passion is like what makes money's happiness. I travel all over the world and I love it just because of the money I have. But it's just not something that I will mention if I've asked that question to somebody. Yeah.
Yes. So again, he pretty much saying everything what the fuck I've been saying this whole damn time. I got money, you got money. What really motherfucking motivates you to do what the fuck you do. None of them caught it. And then y'all wonder why y'all singing.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, let's ask our 4 remaining ladies another question.
All right, the next question is, I grew up in a 2-parent household. I have both my father and my mother. And one thing my father always said, he's trying to get me to marry like any African would. But the thing I would say is like, did you have a male figure in your life?
No, you still call yourself African, right? Stop doing that, right? You know, father's female. And if I knew better, which apparently is quite obvious that they don't, right? I'd have popped the balloon because Africa is a continent. Ignorant fuck. Let's go.
As you was growing up, if that could be a stepdad, a mentor, a coach, and who is that and why? Was that important to you?
Okay, let's start down there and then come back up.
Perfect.
Now, I'll be the first one to tell you, right? You know, I would, if I was a female, right? I would pop my balloon. It could, because, and it could be like a premature pop. And the only reason why I say that is because I'm just like, okay, I see myself as a man. I will always see myself as a man. But let's just say for shits and giggles, right? I'm not a man no more. I'm a female, right? But all of this stuff, all of the people, right, that were involved of my upbringing, right? It's more than just mom and dad, or mom and stepdad, or dad and stepmom, right? You know, the whole goddamn neighborhood raised me, as well as my family, right? And I think that he actually said that. So who was that influence? Look, I got too many people, right? That have influenced me to it's motherfucking ridiculous. And I'm not talking about the folk that I see on television, or that I saw on television, or that I listen to when I'm in my car. I'm talking about the people that was on that corner of Maryland and Maple. And then even there, sometimes it acts like really extended farther than that, right? And then let's not talk about my family that's here in North Little Rock, Arkansas, or McAllen, Arkansas, right? Everybody influenced me there. I know who, like this, I know who not to deal with and who to deal with. So when you say shit like that, it's like that you are condensing your full potential. I could be wrong, but let's continue.
All right, if you want to go ahead and answer his question.
So the question was, did I grow up with a male figure? And what was the following question?
Did that impact your life? Did that have an impact in your life as well?
So I also grew up in a 2-parent household. My mom and my mother and my father have been together for 40 years. So I've been able to witness what true love looks like.
We're going to take a commercial break. I'll be right back.
like what trials and tribulations look like as well. And I think I've been able to see what it is to be a man and what I'm to expect from a man. I also have 3 brothers. So being able to see how they love on their women and their fiancés definitely has allowed me to see what I want my future husband to do for me.
Beautiful.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. If it was Family Feud.
Over here, if you want to answer his question. Yeah, to be frank, I grew up in a single parent household. It was just me, my mom, and my baby sister. A lot of the family that I've created myself. It's also part of influence for why my focus group is building the Black family structure. So I cannot really say that I've had that positive male role model that has been consistent. Have I had positive male influences? Yes, temporarily, but no.
Let's continue.
Awesome. Thank you.
And over here.
Like the young lady to my left, I grew up in a single parent household. I do not look at that as something.
Okay, so again, y'all just see what the fuck I just did, right? Cut. Lights is on, right? Lights is on. Because she grew up single parent, Dunn grew up single parent, right? For whatever, for all intents and purposes, right? Light was on. They smashed. You would finish product, just like that, right? So, what happened to the daddy? What happened to the daddy, right? I can tell you what the fuck happened to the daddy. That's what happened to the damn daddy, right there. Light gone. Maybe when he went gone, you run him off. Now you want the light to be back on, right? Come on, my people.
That has held me back. I feel like that has made me extremely resilient in this life. And my dad, he was my favorite person. He was around not as much as I would have liked him to, or
Probably
an
because of your
active
mama.
father would have been. But he was definitely present in my life, and I love him. He passed away 2 years ago, but my mother is who has really, really shaped me to be who I am today.
Beautiful. Thank you.
And over here.
Okay, so I was raised by a single father. First and foremost, you're so blessed to have 2 parents. Like that's really
That is a
lucky. I don't
blessing.
think most people have 2 parents. And I think my dad did.
Now, honestly, again, she was giving some pretty good answers, right? Yeah. But the thing about those this, and I've had people tell me that as far as like my grandparents are concerned, I was fortunate to spend time with my great grandmother, and all 3 of my grandmothers, and so that's another story, But to actually really have the type of people that I had in my life, and which I still do, it acts like really the more elders that you have, or especially when they know that you here, right? That is it's nothing. It ain't gonna do nothing but just actually like really make you stronger as the individual that you have the potential to be, right? My great grandmother, my great grandmother, my great aunt, both of my grandmothers, a lot of my uncles. And then I just told you about the people that was on that corner of Maple and Maryland. So I honestly, for me, right, you know, I'm just like, hey, look, it was meant for me to be raised by several people. I'm special. So can't no two people be like, all right, look, we're gonna raise him. No, that ain't the case. I mean, for the most part, it was. But I actually really drew from the outside. That's why I'm the person that I am today. I'm a damn good person, right? I don't follow no particular man, especially like anybody like Kevin Samuels.
Me, it's very formative. I think I get my gift of gab, my hustle, a little bit of everything. And I was blessed to see what a true provider looks.
There, he gave old fucked up ass. He gave a fucked up look, right? Come on now, farmer boy. Look, you've been fucking the sheep the whole time. Hey, guess what? Let's hear out.
Looks like in a man, because my dad's very hardworking and was able to provide for my stepmom so she didn't have to work. So I like to see that drive.
Thank you.
All right. Whew, those were good responses.
Beautiful responses.
So we do have to pop one balloon.
One balloon.
One balloon.
All right. Whew.
I figured he was
All
gonna pop up.
right. So why did you have a balloon unpopped for him?
Yeah.
My balloon was unpopped because I just really do relate to a lot of your core values that you have, and I just could not find anything. I could not find anything wrong. I could not.
Okay, why would you?
So that's kind of what.
See again, why
I was
would
waiting
you?
to
Why
find
would you
something
come
that
on
was
a
like
dating?
up, and you know, I
Why? Okay, look. Why would you come on a dating show trying to find something wrong with a motherfucker? That defeats the whole purpose. Why you was on? That's defeat the whole defeat. Damn, that defeats the whole purpose of why you brought your ass on the dating show in the first place.
could not. So
Beautiful answer. I really like what you're doing with mental health because I do a lot of work in the mental health industry space as well. I work with a lot of youth and a lot of community members that I work with as well with the mental health space. The tattoo, because I go to a lot of events and galas and I want to bring you along with me and things like that. And I was just like, no. But other than that, you're beautiful, wonderful. I would love to connect.
Well, I guess mental health, right? You really got to watch how you do that, you know, because in the world of medicine, and this is something that I've always believed, right? Especially when it comes to mental health, right? These people, they don't know how the human brain works. Once your ass get out of control, what the fuck they do? They put your ass to sleep, right? And they keep you doped up. That's not mental health, right? They're just keeping your ass sedated.
Connect with you in the work you're doing because I do a lot of that work in the space.
Likewise.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and ask another question.
I gotta like just stop and look at this. She really likes him, right? But honestly, she ain't. I guess she just looking at herself like, okay, well, hey, look, he popped my balloon, blah 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 blah, right? But if I was her, I'd be like, hey, can I get my balloon back? And try this shit over, right? Again, this is why y'all stay single.
What does a romantic date look like to you?
Oh, hell, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Again, I'm just like, dog, you need your ass work. Because this is the first, look, you just trying to get to know these motherfuckers, right? And guess what? Everybody that's still left, right? You just gave these motherfuckers the green light.
Hey, what does a romantic date look like to you?
A romantic date can be plenty of things. I think there's different options. Definitely a good meal. I like eating good. I'll say that. Super romantic. Gift giving is one of my top 3 love languages. Not the first, but flowers, just a good ambiance and good vibes. I really want to laugh, have fun, and just good chemistry. I feel like I'm a bubbly person, so I want to be next to my man, like just giggling and having fun. Like I want to be.
Okay, that's not what she's talking about now, right? That's more of a break the ice type of date. I mean, if breaking the ice is romantic for you, then hey, it is what it is.
Slept off my feet. I don't know. I'm a lover girl. I'm a Pisces.
Okay. Let's go over here. What is a romantic date? That was a question?
What
Okay.
does a romantic date look like?
So I think for me, I like a very intentional man. So I like a man who listens to the things that I like to do and what makes me happy. So a romantic date to me would be going to listen to a live band, going to a botanical garden. I love flowers, things like that. So anything that makes it seem intentional, as if you've been listening to what I've been telling you, that to me is very romantic.
Noted. Intentionalities.
All right.
Again, break the ice. Break the ice. You're breaking the shell. Okay. Know what the fuck know what that shit actually really truly honestly means.
And over here.
Not to steal Micah's answer, but I think it is similar. Intentionality is everything. Like we can have a romantic date at home. I could have made a comment like, "Oh,
now, okay, now there it is, right there. Your place or mine. You cook for me, I cook for you, or we're in the kitchen together. Because if you remember that one show that I did with me and my wife, right? Everybody, for the most part, they want to sit up here and holler about, okay, the magic starts in the bedroom. No, the fuck it don't. Right here, the goddamn kitchen. The kitchen will dictate how far this shit go. Stomach come before 6.
I saw like someone painting or something like that, and you set up a whole entire painting kit, and we do that at home, eat some good food, and just hang out. So romanticism.
Damn, you know what? And then I actually really said pop up balloon. Okay, so my bad, but hey, guess what? I'm married, so it is what it is, right? I'm not on popular balloon, but yeah, she seems like she cool people.
Romanticism. A whole teacher, I can't speak, honey. It's really just about intentionality, listening, being attentive, and paying attention.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ooh, great answers. yo.
Yes. But we do have to
Can I
pop.
ask one more?
No. Go ahead and pop a balloon.
This one's tough.
It is tough. I know. We're down to the final 3.
Damn, I didn't know I was in that this far along into it. I'm gonna cut this shit short. Well, we all.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he heard it. Put
There
it
we
out
go.
there. Ooh,
All right.
okay.
So, Alicia,
I
when
gotta
did you
figure
have your
out who's
balloon
gonna keep her.
unpopped?
First and foremost, I love dimples. I liked some of your answers. I was waiting for a little bit more. Like I didn't feel the total chemistry. I was waiting to see a little bit more of your personality, but I do think you're educated. You seem just really well rounded.
And why do we end up popping hers?
I love your bubbly personality because I feel that I'm kind of bubbly at times as well. But really, it's just the long
I was waiting for that. You said she had too many tattoos, and I was over here looking at my arm like, dang, what about me? I was waiting for you to pop mine
There's
for
nothing
that
wrong with
reason.
that. I don't have.
She looked like that, and I could be wrong, but she looked like she part of like a biker club, like motorcycle club, right? She probably looked really badass on her doggone motorcycle if she got one.
Many, so it's just
It's
that.
a cultural thing. I feel you.
Yeah. Okay.
No problem.
Thank you. So, our 2 remaining ladies, any questions for him?
Yes.
Okay, let's start here.
I'm actually like
Do
really.
you have children? And
I'm really surprised that she stayed as long as she has stayed. You know, yeah, he throwing me off.
if so, how many?
No, 0.
Okay, that's good.
Do you have any kids?
I do not have any children as of now.
Okay.
I do want kids though. So, do you as well?
Of course.
Okay.
My parents waiting for grandkids right now.
Same.
I'm just like, hey.
Same.
Okay, you're good. Okay, any questions over here?
I have like 2 questions.
Go for it.
Have you ever been married? Are you separated, estranged? Is there
No.
anybody in your life who thinks you're in a relationship?
Honestly, now, now that it's been narrowed down, right? I like her better than I like her. You know, not to say that something wrong with it, but if I was old boy, yeah. Yeah, that's just the one you need to like go on ahead, walk off, pop her balloon, walk off the stage with this.
With them?
No.
Okay.
No. No. I hope not. No.
Okay. All right. My second question is, are you a Christian?
No.
It's a deal breaker for me.
Again, well, look, apparently she don't know. And I hate to be like the off and on switch, but I was like, okay, I was kind of like off and on with this one. And then that right there, yeah, because Christianity was never taught. You actually are really looking at it as Christ being his last name, and that was never the case. Plain and simple. Go back to the preacher man.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay. And do you practice any
I
type
practice.
of?
I'm Muslim. Yeah. But I'm willing to open to different.
Oh, see, again, see, there it is, right there, right? You know, y'all, again, y'all with that so-called religion, and y'all don't know what religion is. Y'all really don't, you know. Y'all motherfuckers gonna let a lot of shit get away because of y'all way of thinking. Like seriously, you know. I could go into a lot more detail, but I'm not, you know, because I already ran my mouth way too long into what the fuck I wanted to. So I'm gonna hurry and wrap this shit up.
Religions as well. So.
Okay. So go ahead.
Yeah, so for me, I'm looking for someone who's already in that position, someone who could lead me. I've had experiences with people who I had to help bring to that position, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be able to play my role. Yes, I want to be a helper and contribute, but I want my man to make that initial step. I want someone I can follow.
All right. Well, you hung on to your balloon for quite some time. Why so?
What he was saying, I was interested in it, his core values, him growing up in a 2-parent household. I think we're similar in that way. But yeah, you seem like a great guy. What you do for work is amazing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Now she's someone that's your type.
Beautiful, amazing, and just the fitness thing.
Now, honestly, I gotta say this. I know, but I have to say this, you know, because if you've been watching my channel for a pretty good while, y'all know I don't do the whole Lord God, Jesus Christ deal. Because Jesus is not the right name. Lord and God are titles, right? But me personally, right, you know, I would never let something as so-called religion, right, acts like really be a deal breaker, right? I mean, because it is pretty much like what me and my wife, what we try to do, right? I'll go to church when she want to go to church. And then she'll watch some of my classes, some of the stuff that I watch, she'll do that, right? So we understand each other, or let's just say that we overstand each other as far as like how we worship the Heavenly Father, right? And so for her to actually really pop her balloon, right? Because he's not a Christian, but he still practiced, and he practiced, and he has that belief that, okay, there is indeed a supreme being, right? I mean, just note that both of y'all, you calling him Jesus, he calling him Allah. Just know both of y'all are fucked up. But it's just that, hey, guess what? He believes in a supreme being. Let that be your goddamn basis. Plain and simple. But like I said, y'all ain't trying to keep nobody. Y'all don't want nobody.
In my brain already. It's not even that. Just you're gorgeous, beautiful. I love the hair.
Thank you.
The dress, man.
Thank
you. You guys are all amazing. Just by the way,
okay.
They came ready, right?
Okay, thank you. All right, so we do have our last lady. Come on up here. Let's ask any of our final questions up here. Do you guys have any last final question for one another?
Yeah, I think I have a few. So, where do you live?
Colorado.
Okay, I live in Virginia. So is that going to be a problem?
I've done long distance already in the past, so
Okay,
I'm open to that.
me too. And then also, I heard you say that you are Muslim. Currently, I do not practice any religion. I am very faith-based. I do pray every day, but I do believe in God.
Okay.
Is that an issue for you?
No, that's not a deal breaker for me.
Okay. I think.
Okay, so honestly, and see this right here, this is where I actually really have to call bullshit, right? I mean, because here's the deal, right? The previous lady, I think that she was really digging old boy, right? And so for the most part, right, she listened to what old girl had to say, and was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick up where she fucked up at, where she dropped the ball, where she fucked up at, right? And so did I not just say that? Just say it, people. Let's see what happens.
That's it for me.
I have one more, a couple of questions.
Okay.
Do you have a passport?
Yes,
Cool.
absolutely.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, that's it?
Everything else we can do.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, then, is it a yes for you for him?
I think it's a yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Yes, yes. I
We
love that you work with me.
I'll take this mic.
Well, people, as y'all can see, I still got my hat on. But damn, this is almost 2 hours into this shit. But honestly, like I say, you gonna wear a hat, goddamn it, learn how to wear a hat, dog. Plain and simple. I'm not gonna sit up here and say that it was a bullshit episode, but the thing about it's I mean, because I don't want to put age on it, but because, and I hate to say it, motherfuckers about age ain't nothing but a number, but but then again, you got to be like, okay, yes, it's a number, right? But at the same time, right, your experience, how you actually really going to, how you actually really going to react to certain things, right? What like when the shit actually really, when just like you know, whatever the situation is, how are you actually really going to react? Are you going to be one of those type, and I'm talking about the females, right? You know, you going to be one of those type, okay, well, he old enough, he can handle it. Are you going to be one of those type, right? Or you going to be like, okay, sis, you said age ain't nothing but a number, right? And depending on what is going on, right? Are you actually really going to help him to actually really try to figure this shit out? Regardless of how serious that it is. What part are you actually really going to play? So when you sit up here and holler about age ain't nothing but a number, okay, yeah, I got that. We all get it. It may be nothing but a number to you, right? But at the same time, though, right? Like I say, I'm 52 years old. I'm 52 years old. I'm not trying to fuck with nobody in their damn 30s. Right? Really ain't trying to fuck with nobody in their 40s. You got to be in your late 40s. Considering if I wasn't married, you know, you got to be in your late 40s before for me to even actually really look at you real tough. Plain and simple. You know? I mean, you know, and then here it is that unlike some motherfuckers, right? Ain't no motherfucking wall. Ain't no motherfucking wall, right? You know, and then for a lot of you ladies out here, or women, grown ass women, right? That you ain't got you no man, right? You know, let's just actually really stop and think about it for a minute. You know, what is it that you actually really looking for, right? You know, because I get it. If you put it like this, if you one of those 6 foot, 6 inches, 6 figures type motherfuckers that 9 times out of 10, no, you ain't gonna catch nobody. You really ain't gonna catch nobody. Am I telling you to lower your standards? No, I'm not. But just know that, hey, unless you are still nice and tight, but then again, I won't even say that that's I wouldn't even go that motherfucking far, right? You know, it's y'all have to be like, I'm not saying settle, right? Well, I don't know, maybe I am, but you know, my whole deal is that let's actually really stop and look at this. On why you ain't got no man. You know, what is it that you really looking for? What is it you actually really looking for? You know, and I'm not going to do none of that relationship expert shit. You know, because hell, I'm on my motherfucking second marriage. You know, but what I will say is this. And then again, who's to say, you know, maybe I am actually really giving advice in a sense. But guess what? Ain't nobody calling in. And even if I had a phone number for you to call in, I wouldn't answer it. So no, don't do that. The type of advice that I'm gonna give you is probably like the same type of advice that either your daddy or your auntie or that one uncle, that one favorite uncle that just happened to be crazy like me, right? It was like, hey, nephew, this is how you do it right here, right? I mean, because when it's all said and done, right, you know, every person, whether you be male or female, right, you will go out there and do it whatever the fuck, regardless of what the fuck the next person that told you. You can be like, okay, yeah, I got it. I can take that in consideration. And then they put this shit off to the side, and then they still gonna go with what they actually was gonna go with in the first place. Right? But again, a lot of it now, you know, you probably can have like some real, true, genuine cats out there that actually really want to actually really go out there and do it. Same thing with women, right? There's probably some real, genuine women out there, right? That actually really want to make this shit happen. And then for those of y'all that are actually really together, right? Y'all actually really need to learn how this shit works, right? Put like this. We all want some pussy every once in a while. We know that y'all want some dick every once in a while, right? So if you want some dick, hey, y'all know what the fuck to do. Just like we know what the fuck to do when we want some pussy. Okay? Stop going out there and get that shit that you really don't know nothing about. But then if you like the crazy uncle, right? You know what the fuck you like to do sexually. And so for the most part, right, if you can't go out there and get it, or if you can't do it to whoever the fuck did you marry to, right? Then yeah, you a motherfucking lost cause, right? Unless she's too squeamish about it. But hey, guess what? You can still work all that shit out. Just like with old boy, right? She Christian. I'm just like, damn, okay, so we can't work this shit out. But the other chick, you see what the fuck she did? She'll probably like, hey, guess what? You can eat my pussy and lick my ass in the name of Allah. Or she can like either like really suck his dick, gobble his nuts in the name of Jesus. Or whoever the hell that she may actually really want to call upon. Except to y'all people, right? Because we all only gonna be here for a short motherfucking while. Make this shit count, because it's almost like what Richard Pryor said. Well, ain't no almost to it. It was what he said when he did his Mudbone character. He's like, you know what? So what I'm saying, let's see. So what I'm saying, the point that I'm trying to make is that there is no point to be made. That's all it is. There ain't no point to it. Because you didn't ask to come to this motherfucker. You damn sure can't choose how to leave. So you don't know where you're going to go. So don't take this shit serious. You better have some fun and plenty of it. Because when the shit over with and you ask for a recharge, it's too late. So all I can say is keep some sunshine on your face. So with that being said, right? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dad, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa. Motherfucker next door, cross street, round the corner, Paul's Harris, a.k.a. Crazy Uncle. I'm going to holler at y'all.